FIFA ワールドカップ2026グループ F 第3節日本代表対スウェーデン代表の一戦が日本時間26日に行われます。試合を前にスウェーデン代表を率いるグレアム・ポッター監督が記者会見に臨みました。会見では日本代表へのリスペクトが随所ににじみました。ポッター監督は日本について非常に尊敬していますし、勝つのは容易なことではありませんと語り、日本代表の本当の強さを記者たちに説明しました。さらに日本に勝利するために最も重要なポイントについても言及。警戒すべき部分や試合で求められる戦い方について自身の考えを示しました。またブライトン時代の教え子である三笘薫が欠場する見通しとなっていることについてもポッター監督は自身の見解を語っています。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Tänkte kolla nu de här dagarna när du har hunnit kolla på Japan lite mer. Hur stoppar man ett så bollskickligt lag?
Yeah, I mean, somebody just told me that I don't think they've lost to a European team for 8 years. So it's not easy to do, is the answer. I'm super impressed with Japan, how they are as a team. You can see they've been together a long time and have got a real understanding of what they're trying to do. So, yeah, very respectful of that. And we've tried, our players will certainly be aware of that, and they are aware of it. And then for us, we have to make sure that we can use the qualities that we have. That's simple as it is. It's going to be a tough match, for sure. We have to defend better than we did in the last game. And then hopefully we can offer a threat ourselves, because that's a way to destabilize.
Du sa tidigare i samband med intervjuer att 1 till 2 förändringar i laget är möjliga.
Maybe.
Ja, maybe.
Kanske.
I know you're maybe. Hur är det du värderar liksom där? För jag menar, du har haft spelare som ligger på gränsen. Du har själv sagt att de måste också få chansen. Alltså som har gjort det bra, spelar vid sidan. Hur värderar du att kanske bara göra kanske då 1 eller 2 förändringar?
Well, I think the word is maybe, and we have to take a decision that's right for the team, that's the right thing. We've spoken a lot about how important it is for the guys that, of course, start in the game. We have to have the right balance there, and then we also have players that can come on and help us as well. So you need both things. We've played 2 matches, one we've won, one we've lost. So it's not like everything is completely bad, but obviously we know we also have to improve, especially when we meet a team like Japan. So the mood in the group is really, really positive. Everybody, I can tell, is ready to help, and I've been really, really proud, I would say, of the players, how they've dealt with the situation and how they dealt with the last result. And now we're ready to play again.
Det är ett VM för dataingenjörer och sannolikhetskalkyler. Hur kommer ni vilja veta exakt vad ett mål framåt, ett mål bakåt betyder? Kommer ni få det, en live-uppdatering?
I think it's so difficult to know, Simon, to be honest, to second guess that last round of games, what's required. I don't know. It's when you see the quality of Japan, for me to sort of think about what may not happen depending on whatever is almost impossible. So I just choose to focus on what we need to do, which is Japan. We need a result, of course, but that's okay. We're 3 points from 2 matches, and we have an opportunity to get a result to get to the knockouts of the World Cup, which is super exciting.
Robert Laul, Göteborgs-Posten. Have you decided that there will be changes in the starting 11? Could you say that there will be changes?
I've decided that I will tell you there may be changes.
Okay. You had a long chat with Alexander Isak last training, I think. What can you say about his role? Because against Netherlands, he go down to the left and was very successful from there. How do you want to see him against Japan?
Yeah, I thought from an attack perspective he was really good. I think he likes that role, he likes the position. It doesn't change where he plays in terms of the areas of the pitch we want to get him into. I think he looks like he's enjoying his football, he's enjoying aspects of his football. Clearly he doesn't enjoy losing in the manner we lost. So that's part of the challenge for us, is to how we can, not have that type of result and play better as a team, certainly the defensive side of the game. And he's fully on board with that, fully understands and appreciates that's what we need to do. And that's also, I think, what everybody's been thinking about, really, how we can act a little bit differently, how we can take the lessons from the Netherlands and apply them to this context, which is, again, another challenging game.
So you really know about Mitoma, so one of the Japanese star in Brighton. But he missed this World Cup because of injury. So unfortunately, you cannot meet him. But do you feel that the absence of Mitoma is having a big bad impact for the Japanese team, or did you find another strengths with that Mitoma in last two games?
Well, I'm sure the honest answer is the quality of Carew is so high that any team would miss him, any team would want him in the group. I'm sure of that. My experience of him was only positive. 1v1, he's incredible, and he gives you that dynamic outlet that is so difficult in the modern football, as we spoke about. The ability to go by defenders, to break an organisation, a defensive organisation, is so important. But then I say, when I look at the Japanese team, that they've found a solution. It's a different profile of player, of course, and slightly different, but it's still a solution. And I think that's what's impressive, that collectively they're able to find that. As I've said many a time, they're a team that you recognise have been together a while, that have a really strong collective understanding of how it is. And again, referring to our previous question about the modern football, we think about individuals, of course, but it's a team game, and Japan play a team game very, very well.
The Swedish team has strong striker, as we know, but maybe some defensive issues were exposed in the last game. So the Netherlands scored by attacking down the wings, and the Japan team also have strong wide players. So we will be making special preparation for them. Thank you.
Yeah, as I said after the game, we can't defend in the way that we did. We have to improve that situation, of course. So, and as you rightly say, Japan are strong in the wings. They're also strong through the middle as well, I would argue. So we meet a very, very good team, and we have to make sure that we're better than we were in that aspect.
Du säger ofta att Japan har spelat ihop länge under sin förbundskapten. Vi har andra sådana lag, till exempel Norge där Ståle har varit länge. När du ser de här lagen som har spelat ihop länge, vad är det för detaljer i spelet du ser som gör att, vad har de som inte du och ditt lag har än så länge?
Well, no, it's not that. It's well, I don't know if I've misunderstood or understood correctly. When I look at the team, the Japanese team, there's a sort of a non-verbal communication they have, which comes from just playing together for a while and a long time working together with the same idea. That comes from, training and playing and going through a process and having experiences and getting that feedback and then going again, which, is similar to, like you say, Stoller at Norway has had that time as well. And then, so collectively when I watch them defend, I can see in all phases of defence, they're organised, they know what they're doing. And at the same time, when they're attacking, they also have a real non-verbal way to communicate, which comes from that understanding and time.
We've been following Japan since the beginning of the tournament, and they've shown lots of confidence, talking about winning it all. But although they also have shown lately lots of respect for your team and your players, especially Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak, mainly because of what they do in Premier League for their teams. Do you think this sort of, they can instill some fear, these players can instill some fear in players that are not used to face like Premier League strikers, for instance? It can be an advantage for you during the match?
I don't think it'd be fear, no. I think it's just respect. Probably respect for where they play and what they've achieved in terms of one's won the Premier League and one's had a great career and a big move. He's playing at a top team, although the season that he's had has been disrupted by injury. Alex is still a top player. I think I think when I look at the team, I just see a team that has respect for the opponent, has a respect for the game, but also has a strong belief in what they're doing themselves, and has a strong belief in the collective idea that they have, and that's why they can talk about the opponent in a respectful way. But I don't think there's any fear there. It's just respect.
For Sweden team, what will be the key point to win against Japan?
Well, we have to be strong defensively, and we have to be better than we were against the Netherlands defensively. It sounds obvious, of course, but we do. And then we also have to use the attacking quality that we have in a good way to destabilise what I think is a very, very well-organised team.
So I've got a question. You just been stated that Japan is very strong in the wing. In the very last match you're placing against Netherlands, also they attacked you in the wings a lot as well. So how are you going to deal with this, and what are the resolutions to deal with the very strong Japan's wings?
Well, yeah, and obviously when the goals go in, you see the goals from the Netherlands, and they come from a certain area. The first goal came from I would say pressing a goal kick or a goal ball back to the goalkeeper, and then a long ball, and then in the end it ends up from a wide position. We concede a goal, and then again psychologically we're probably a little bit too passive. We didn't quite get out to the wide areas well enough, and if you don't do that and you give people of the level that the Netherlands are and Japan are time, then clearly it's going to be difficult for you. So that's something we have to improve.
I know you just said Japan is very good at playing the team game, but which players do you expect to make the biggest impact on the pitch tomorrow?
Well, as I said earlier in the interview, I think my analysis is that whoever plays offers a threat. It's not about talking about individuals with the Japanese team. I think their biggest strength is collectively. You don't know who's going to play. You can second guess opposition. For me, it's more a collective threat, a collective attack, a collective defense, and that's something that we have to make sure that we're very, very aware of.
Lite på samma ämne egentligen. Har du någon aning eller tanke om hur Japan kommer ställa upp? För det pratas om att det kan roteras med sikte på 16-delsfinal och annat.
Yeah, I mean, again, in some ways it doesn't matter, because my previous answer says that whoever plays is strong, has an idea of what they're doing. So it's a mistake to think, oh, this player's not playing, so that makes them weaker or stronger or whatever. It's because collectively they're very, very good. And so we have to make sure that we're ready for that.